everybody, this is the Sliders Review. I'm here today to talk about Black History Month. The month that is a celebration of my people, because I am a black man and everything. And it's about all our accomplishments, all the oppression that we have gone through over like centuries of living in like America and stuff like that. And even till this day, we are still being oppressed. And so I'm here today to talk to you about certain characters or TV shows or episodes that revolve around Black History Month that I personally enjoy. So I'm here today to talk to you about Fillmore, Season 1, Episode 1, To Maul a Stall. So Fillmore was a very unique cartoon that came out around 2004 to 2002 to 2004 on Disney Saturday morning. It starred a young little black kid named Fillmore, Cornelius Fillmore. And what's so unique about this cartoon is its format style. Basically, Fillmore is like this: a cop drama in a middle school with hall monitors, safety monitors and stuff. It's insane to combine those two formulas. So everybody at this school called X Middle School, all of the hall monitors or safety monitors, you want to call them, they act like cops and detectives. Like you would see in a old school 70s like cop drama type thing. And all these juvenile delinquents that are in the cartoon, they do like these wild and crazy things that causes the hall monitors to stop them. This is brilliant in my opinion. And Scott Gimple, the man who took over The Walking Dead from season 4 to season 9, I believe, he is the one who created this show of all things. This is just like insane. Now, I did not watch Fillmore when it was in production years ago, but about 5 years ago, I found it on YouTube because that's really the only place you can find it. It is a Disney cartoon, but for some bizarre reason, it is not on Disney Plus. I have my suspicions. It has nothing to do with race. It actually has to do with something else I really don't want to mention right now. But it is strange because there are certain cartoons and shows that are not on Disney Plus. Fillmore, Aladdin, and New Jersey. Which, now that you think about it, Fillmore has a multiracial cast. Like, it was woke before woke was a thing. And Aladdin is set in Agrabah with like Arabian, Indian type people. And the Jersey had like your mixture of multi-race cast too. Interesting. And all three of those are has a cult following, so that's kind of weird they're not on Disney Plus. But now, since Disney Plus has acquired stuff from Fox and stuff from Hulu that they're bringing to like other countries, it's kind of weird when you see a certain type of show on Disney Plus. So this is kind of interesting. But anyways, so like the hall monitors, they are very unique in themselves. Like I said before, they are multicultural. There's only like 2 white people on the team, 1 Japanese girl. Now, one of the white people is Irish. Is a black dude, a Mexican dude, and an Italian dude. And you know, that's like pretty unique for a kid's show, especially back in the early 2000s and stuff. Now, the main star, Cornelius Fillmore, he's the black kid, bald, wears glasses. He's very smooth. He has a lot of swagger. He's just like the cool dude, you know? And so like, he didn't start off that way. He was a juvenile delinquent. He used to steal like chalks and everything, but then he got busted or arrested, as they like to call it. And he was given like an option: detention for a long period of time, or I get to be a safety monitor. So he picked the safety monitor, and he took his street savvy to like learning how to like solve cases and stuff. Now, when solving a case, Fillmore's catchphrase is disco. Why disco? I have no idea. Maybe because of the whole 70s reference of this show. That could be an indication. Ingrid third, she is the goth girl, and she is his partner. Now she's pretty straightforward with some cool lingo of herself. Like basically she's just like his she's also like the co-star of like the show. And so she's very down to earth, and she does not like criminals whatsoever. Now, one cool catchphrase that she has is "You better check yourself before you wreck yourself." Like the phrases, they always use ghetto slang in this show, and one of her catchphrases is "crackers." Whenever like something like how like Thelma from Scooby Doo would be like "jinkies," like she'll say "crackers" instead. Now, Junior Commissioner Horizio, I can't begin to pronounce his last name. He's the Mexican dude. He is the boss. He's hard nosed. He's like the grumpy kid. He is, do whatever it takes type person. And so it's kind of like once a case he thinks is solved, he's like, all right, that's done. I'm not gonna deal with this no more. Like I'm getting ready to go with my family and go fishing. But then, Cornelius would be all like, nah, man, like, I still think the culprit's still out there. So then he's like, all right, keep looking for him, but you keep it hush hush and everything. So he's kind of like that. Joseph Aziza, not sure how to pronounce it. He's the Italian dude. He's pretty much like the smart mouth. Like every time somebody says or does something, he'll say something with like some lip. Dan O'Farrell, he is the Irish dude. He is the comedic relief type person, the goofball, if you will, who's always like tripping up stuff. Karen Tahama, she is the Japanese student. She is very thorough. She's always investigating stuff with her partner, Joseph. And so in this episode, Tamala Stall, basically what happens is that they're getting all these new installed like toilets and tiles and floors and sinks and everything, right? And there's one girl named Robin. She is the one who helping to do that. She's always wanted like the perfect bathroom, right? And so she's finally getting her wish. And so at some point in time, somebody with a red Sharpie marker is like, writing stainless all over like the bathroom stalls. So of course the hall monitors, they're on the job. So they're investigating who's doing this and stuff. Like who would be the culprit. So they go to somebody who has experience in this. They go to a kid named Randall Julian. And ironically, he's voiced by Josh Peck. And it doesn't even sound like Josh Peck. It must have been when he was young or something like that. Because it was 2002. And so, like, it's insane. Julian is basically like Hannibal Lecter. In every way, shape, or in form. So basically, they have to go to the extreme detention hall, where like when they go to visit him, they can't have any type of writing tool, no pencils, no markers, no pens, no paintbrushes, no mascara, no nothing. Because if he gets his hands on it, he will write Flavor Saver, and he just loves to graffiti like anything, right? Basically what happened is this: when he was younger, he was in some type of like competition, and then all of a sudden, after doing good for so many years, he started getting third place, then fourth place, and then best trying. That made him go mad to where he started writing Flavor Saver like everywhere, right? So because of that, he's in extreme detention. And so he does like this creepy, odd Hannibal Lecter type thing, which is just so funny and stuff. And so like, it's just so eerie. Like you have to watch it. It's on YouTube, like I said before, because Disney will not put it on Disney Plus. They will not bring it on DVD. But in Germany, in German dub, it's on iTunes, but not over here in America for some bizarre reason. And so like, he suspects what the culprit might like be, but he doesn't tell them. He wants them to figure it out for themselves. But he gives them little hints and clues. So then they start interrogating as many like students as they can, right? and people that might be like suspect. One of those students is Thomas. I think no Tommy Howard. And Tommy Howard's funny. Every time he talks, he ends a sentence with, "You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?" Which is so synonymous in black culture because we say that phrase a lot. I say it all the time in my videos. Why? I have no idea. It just comes out the mouth so fluidly and everything. And it's just one of those weird instinctive things just to say after a sentence. And I catch myself when I'm recording. I'm just like, did I just say, I know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know why black folks say that. Now, he likes to draw with a black Sharpie and everything. So at some point in time, the person is still, you know, graffitiing like the walls with the word stainless, but they do it in a red Sharpie marker ink. And then as they're investigating, Karen realizes something. Towards the end of the writing, the ink is starting to like fade, which means they're running out. Now, one thing that Julian told them is that whoever writing this is writing backwards. He can tell by this slant marks and stuff. So Fillmore is kind of like, okay, well, if this person's running out of ink, they're gonna restock back up. So they're gonna catch the person in the crime. So they go there, and there's a person in a hoodie stealing a bunch of Sharpies and everything. So him and Ingrid are like on the chase. And what's so crazy is that every time like one of the criminals will like run from them, it's the biggest, insane, elaborate chase scene you have ever seen. It's insane. There's flipping, there's running, there's climbing on top of shelves and running on the shelf. There's scooters and everything. The scooters fall off like a huge lid and hit the ground as hard as they can. There's like chair, like they jump on a chair and they're just like surfing through the chair. This is an insane cartoon. Like, I love it. And so then they catch the dude, both of them together, and it's Tommy. And so he's all happy to be caught for some bizarre reason. So the commissioner dude, he's all like, well, you know, like, case is solved, we're all heroes, and now I'm finna go fishing. But then Fillmore is just kind of like, you know, something don't seem right. Like, why would this dude want to be caught so badly? Not only that, but like, he stole black Sharpies and not red Sharpies. So this doesn't fit the crime, as everything's always been in red marker. So this is when the commissioner tells him, you know, keep looking, but keep a hush hush and everything. So then Ingrid, she realizes something. She saw like, what if that smudge towards the end of the writing isn't that the pen or the marker's fading out, but what if the person is left-handed? Because when right-handed people write, they don't smudge their writing, but a left-handed person does, unless they're writing backwards. So they're looking now for somebody with red ink on their wrist or on their fingertips. And so, like, they go back to what's his face, and so I forgot what happens after that. But as they're talking to him, and they leave, Cornelius drops a pencil. And you all know what's going to happen after that. And so as they're like, you know, still doing like the investigation and stuff, somebody mentions something. No. They're trying to capture this one dude who they think might be the culprit. He goes into the girls' restroom for some reason. But then when they catch him, I forgot the reason why he went in there, but it has nothing to do with the stainless, like, culprit. And then when he's about to go into the boys' restroom, you know, boom, it's been tapped again. And then as they're looking at like a photograph of in the newspaper, they notice something. There's only one person who is obsessed with having the most perfect bathroom. And then they start doing some more investigating. Robin has been like putting in orders or no requests for like a certain type of like spa in the restroom, but they will not give it to her. And so she's constantly like putting in orders. And then after all this crap has happened, now they finally are going to give her what she wants. And then when they look at the picture of her, they notice that she is wearing a glove on her left hand and that she is left-handed. So she's only wearing one glove and one glove only, what makes her suspect. So they go to like interrogate her, and she takes off running. And it's one of those another like elaborate like chase scenes and everything like that. Well, eventually they do capture her, and when they take off the glove, boom, there are the red marks on her fingers. And so that case is solved, but now there's another one. Randall has escaped, just like Hannibal Lecter. But before he left, he used that pencil to tack the entire wall, Flavor Saver. Well, they don't know where he's at, but Fillmore knows. Why does Fillmore know? Because Fillmore is the person who arrested him a while back. And pretty much Randall tacked the entire like bathrooms except for one in the teacher's lounge. That was his like main goal, but he could not do it. So Fillmore catches him there, and with some words of like wisdom and encouragement, he tells him that you're living a lie. Randall's your real name. This whole flavor saver thing is just like some type of facade you're living through, and just blah 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 blah. And then so Randall decides to give up and devote his life to good and not evil no more. And that's the cool thing about Fillmore is like he knows what Randall's going through because he was a juvenile delinquent himself, and he wants to turn other juvenile delinquents' lives around. Um, just like he was turned around. Now, one cool thing about this show is broken down into 3 segments, just like an old school cop drama. This was a very unique show. I have no idea why it was canceled after 2 seasons. But man, I would love to own this on DVD or something. But I'll have to settle on YouTube. Happy Black History Month, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye.